Rendez-vous au port de maritime de Fontaine. Là, on va arriver dans Fontaine. Oh là là, Fontaine. Enfin, les quêtes de Fontaine, oui. Il n'y a pas de VOD hein, quand je suis sur... quand je stream du Genshin. Pourquoi il m'a demandé d'aller là? À mon avis, il devait y avoir un truc. Oh, vous entendez la petite musique? Il y a la musique qui se joue. Mais j'ai vraiment hâte de savoir, d'avoir l'explication de pourquoi est-ce que Fontaine est sur est comme ça là. Mais aussi de savoir d'où vient l'eau. C'est vrai qu'on sait pas trop d'où provient l'eau de Fontaine en seulement. Enfin, je sais pas. Bon. Ah là là, c'est beau.
Heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Ouais, fait ça. Pourquoi est-ce que j'imaginais?
Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information.
Les 7 restent probablement le meilleur moyen pour en savoir plus à ce stade. Je pense qu'elle sera sympa avec nous. C'est Furina, hein. Coucou. Coucou Jaiko.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but
ah, c'est bien pour les bourges là.
Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you too? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Ah, mais il y a Lynette devant.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Non, je sais qu'il y a une scène à l'intérieur du jeu qui est incroyable.
Play? Oh no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact...
Really? Like a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories.
C'est sur des faits réels.
And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
Allez, ici vous irez raison. Quel tribunal de justice s'appelle l'opéra? Ah, opéra quoi? Épiclex. Ouais, on va dire l'opéra. Je comprends.
Shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very
Ah, j'ai voulu poursuivre Kuchi en justice, ils m'ont dit non, c'est pas possible.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated
C'est à
with
faire
due
avec le respect
reverence,
qu'il aurait
we
dû.
have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette,
Navelette.
as well as the Oratrice
Neuvillette.
Mécanique Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and
L'oratrice
the Chief Justice,
mécanique
false charges and injustice are a thing
d'analyse
of the past now.
cardinale. What? C'est pas une musique ça, l'oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale? Si, je crois que c'est une musique. Créée par Archon, avec eux deux, les fausses accusations et les erreurs judiciaires appartiennent désormais au passé.
Puritrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Furina practically lives there.
Dame Furina s'y trouve tous les jours, c'est sa grande passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally.
Ouais, c'est ça, ça a été un sens sur les réseaux.
In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment
Rendez-vous
well in
dépendra des
advance,
créneaux
and it'll
disponibles.
depend on whether or not.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
No, Lady Furina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to
Un
get a
peu
little
dramatique
dramatic from
parfois.
time to time.
Mais tout le monde l'adore.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon
Elle
being
décrit de la
described
sorte.
that way.
Oh putain, l'alcoolique.
Nuggets now. The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
C'est un animal.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful and...
Come on. Sure,
Come
there's a lot of
on.
laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the up, but who knows how long making an appointment will take. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
Lynette.
Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
On adore se mêler les affaires des autres, hein. C'est une folie. Hein. Prélude de blanche et de noirceur. De blancheur et de noirceur. Ah là 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 là.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But
Pas
there's
beaucoup
nothing
de
I
choses
can
en
do
vite.
but just
Je
keep my
préfère à
troubles
pas
to
regarder tout ça
myself. I
pour
was just
moi.
reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
Là-bas sur la
It's
colline.
just atop that hill over there.
À Sumeru?
See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
Par une mer alors qu'il s'agit d'un lac intérieur rempli
And
d'eau
though I can
douce.
still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be...
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get...
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Vous avez mis Lynette.
And you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyney, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is and this is
Oh putain, Lyney, j'ai vu tellement de trucs Rules 34 avec Lyney et Brio là. Pardon.
we were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Tu es un moulin à paroles.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Oh, le regard assassin.
Seems you were right, Paimon.
So, what did Lynette mean just now?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now.
Ah, maintenant, je viens de ranger le truc de kombucha là.
Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty.
C'est une prophétie. Or, c'est exactement en train de se passer à Fontaine, ouais. What?
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Oula.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not Pokemon.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Furina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House
J'aurais terminé
later
avec
in my
mes
free.
obligations.
Follow me.
Ok. Trop bien.
You said you were going to see Lady Furina? Well, it seems Lady Furina has come to see you.
Hein? Comment ça? Comment ça? C'est pas Furina? Si? Mais non, c'est pas Furina ça. Ah si. Pardon. Oh, la musique, elle est incroyable! Pardon, j'adore.
So, she's the Hydro-Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Ok.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the
Si on n'a pas de bras, bah pas de
turmoil
chocolat.
left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It
It will allow you to truly
Et mon
behold
autorité.
my power and
Mais
witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the... I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Mais pourquoi j'ai un souvenir de la... Genre... J'ai un souvenir de vidéo où on doit aller toquer chez elle et puis on la voit sortir, elle est complètement éméchée.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods are divided into...
Comment elle est en train d'engueuler les autres archons?
You had best stop and consider.
Putain, mais elles sont pas pissées, hein.
Have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god. All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Oh, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Elle est vachement arrogante. Très abusée.
Oh, what's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
Is she waiting for us?
On va se faire désigouiller.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Furina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Furina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about.
C'est un monstre à
Furina came to personally see him.
Oh, I've got to see this. I knew...
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler.
Quoi? Comment ça, ma ref?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Comment ça, ma ref, elle veut faire un combat? Ah ouais, elle a pas confiance, elle. Hein.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their
Être divin. Ah, elles sont purement pupissées, hein.
He is obviously a Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just...
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
All right!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to push. According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Flying object? You mean Paimon?
J'adore.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objection.
Paimon, elle se fait vraiment, elle est vraiment rabaissée. Hein. C'est la petite blanche flottante, objet volant flottant. C'est fou. de gestion, je redonne donc votre interaction à ma qualité d'Archon.
Apologies, Lady Furina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a fly.
You tell her, Lyney! Finally someone who's not crazy.
Great magician Lyney, my beloved citizen.
Qu'est-ce
I'll
que...
permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ah.
Ta-da!
Tada.
Paimon's back! Hey, when did Lyney do that?
Ah.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This...
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lyney. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad,
Okay.
but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lyney and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone!
Non, pas le temps de lui poser des
That's the
questions.
most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even
Elle a voulu nous envoyer au cachot.
But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't... So, now do you see what kind of
Ouais,
god
oui, on a
Lady
pu voir, hein.
Furina is?
She can be a bit confusing at
Elle est
times.
excentrique, ah, tu
but she
m'étonnes.
is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lyney. It sounded like you'll be
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make... It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine. The
Ah.
Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminals...
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people
Justement,
of
c'est assez flou à Fontaine. Ah oui, d'accord, ok.
performances, I would be
My
Ah oui,
brother's
moi je suis
always
chaud, hein.
excited-
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now.
splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? Oh, you really mean it? This is a magical item known as a magic
De
punch.
pochette magique. Pourriez-vous m'aider à distribuer ça aux gens? Ok.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a
Tout le monde
prophecy
la
has
connaît
been
à Fontaine.
It says that every
Tous
person
les
in
Fontainois naissent
Fontaine
avec
is
une
born
part de
with
péché
sin.
dont il est impossible de
No
défaire,
matter
peu
how the
importe
nation
les
of justice holds
cercles qui
trial
ont eu
after
lieu.
trial, until one day the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and in the
Okay.
end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is...
There are lots of guesses.
Ils disent que
Some
les oiseaux
say
ont
that the
volé l'énergie de la
ancestors of
mer et que ça a
Fontaine
provoqué sa
stole the power.
colère.
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
du tout
here in
première.
Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have...
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I
les bras
think that
croisés,
the
attendre
people
que
of Fontaine,
l'eau
we
nous
hope that
entoure
at least
tous.
the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing
Oh, Paimon gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks. Now, if you'd like to help, then please
Comment ces
give
bouchettes
these magic
magiques aux
pockets
gens
to
les environs,
anyone
peu
nearby.
importe.
Be sure to
C'est
convince
eux qui les prennent. Ok. Je présume que c'est un objet qu'on a là. Ah non, même pas. Ah, même pas. Je voudrais bien remplacer le truc. Je sais pas ce qu'on aura besoin. Peut-être le truc de...
So you're the blonde traveler that ever...
Prenez-la, allez, taisez-vous et prenez la carte.
A magic pocket? Thanks.
Remercier le grand magicien. Ah, le policier.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophet?
What?
No, I believe in the prophecy. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. As time wore on, people desired... So, if you ask me, when the water...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live...
Allez hop.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel...
C'est moi, j'allais faire un plongeon dans l'eau là.
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the life is all about living in the moment, what use is there in worrying about the future all the time?
You should still...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Ok. Ah mais ils sont là.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets?
Ouais, c'est fait, c'est fait.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know.
Is there anything else you need to do before...
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pocket.
Pas un incident à Fontaine, pourquoi ne pas lui apporter des matériaux pendant qu'on y est?
So,
Ok.
you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help.
Désolé, je
Many
baillote.
hands.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the...
Ok. Récupère les matériaux pour faire les pochettes. En fait, ça me fait beaucoup penser à Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City, là, où il y avait la ville. Et la musique, elle est trop relaxante.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect romaritime flowers.
Time to act. Time to act.
Mais ça fait plaisir en fait de changer un peu de décor par rapport à Sumeru de tout à l'heure là. Enfin d'avant. Sumeru, ça pouvait devenir long et chiant surtout. Là c'est trop bien. Regardez, il y a l'Archon. Non, regarde. Ok. Ils sont en haut. Mais du coup, on aura aussi l'histoire de Harley, Harlequino et tout le reste. Ça, c'est trop bien. Elle médite. Putain, je me souviens plus d'une touche. Commande. Je suis déjà niveau 4 ici, je sais pas comment j'ai fait mon compte. Ah mais non mais c'est pas ici du coup. Attends mais je comprends pas. Attends, y a un truc que je pige pas. Bah ils sont où? Ah merde, ils étaient pas au bon endroit. J'étais pas au bon endroit. Un peu con, un peu con.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too.
No way.
Je suis en mode économie d'énergie aujourd'hui, sinon je serais pas en forme pour notre spectacle à l'opéra.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon?
She's obviously
Ah bon?
a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover. Watch her movements.
La voleuse.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's...
Ok. La voleuse. Là du coup on reprend l'ascenseur. On vient de prendre l'ascenseur, on reprend l'ascenseur. Ah, bon appel. Oh. Non, une graille des crêpes. Ah oui, c'est vrai que ça c'est long du coup. C'est vrai que monter à l'ascenseur et ça c'est long.
All things come to an end, even time itself.
Ah, bon on est arrivé. Ce fut rapide.
This is the spot where Lyney wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her?
On monte pas du doigt, Paimon.
Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying to look.
Ah,
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lyney caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
ok.
Are you sure that's all she took?
No. Anyway, I should be going.
Oh, c'est trop bon, on voit l'arbre d'ici.
Were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She just.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lyney twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get...
I'll be alright. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not
Ah ouais,
to
petite
hurt
fracture,
anyone.
mais petite entorse, mais tout va bien sinon.
I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it was.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out already.
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us.
Ah, mais on la recroisera, je pense, la voleuse. Hmm.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us.
What?
Ils s'engueulent entre frères et sœurs, quoi.
It's about time for us to leave.
Trop bien. Ah. Ah. Ah, Charlotte.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Lyney? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
J'allais dire l'oiseau de
Nice to
vapeur.
meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey?
Amazing. You recognized everybody almost immediately.
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some...
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House.
You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into
Une jeune fille par le passé, comme un criminel financier qui était autrefois pauvre. Un escroc qui a abusé des sentiments des jeunes filles. J'ai écho. Pardon.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately.
Série de procès.
A series of cases actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
C'est l'affaire de disparition d'une série de jeunes femmes.
Right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's if I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird. Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of...
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those... I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Oh.
I'd pay any price.
Please don't imagine that, Lyney.
Tu devrais pas penser ce genre de choses. On a discuté sur l'aquabus, le temps passe et arrivé bientôt à la station.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Oh.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have...
Ok.
What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone.
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides...
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so...
Ok. J'aime bien les cinématiques. Je trouve qu'ils ont bien travaillé. Après, je me dis, là, c'est sur Fontaine. Alors, peut-être qu'en Atlan, c'est encore plus beau. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Prologue du soliste. La ville des pluies et des souvenirs. Oh. Je sais pas ce que c'est que ça, mais c'est super beau. Patron de la boutique de snacks. Acheter toutes les recettes. Oh, il y a du Fonta. Oh, j'adore, il y a du Fonta. On va prendre 10. Poisson frites. Oh, oh, pâte de fruits. Oh. Pardon, excusez-moi, c'est trop bien. Ça donne trop envie. En fait, mais j'ai en plus pour faire ça. Oh là 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 là. Je suis sûr que je fais du poisson frites, Jaiko il revient chez moi. Bah c'est un fish and chips en fait. Oh, ça donne trop envie. Ah. Qu'est-ce que je voulais faire? Ok. Oui, mais ça c'est ça, ok. Ça c'est les quêtes de Fontaine. Ça c'est la quête de Natlan. Ah, j'ai encore 2 quêtes à Sumeru. Je pensais que je les avais finies. Ah non, j'avais pas fini en fait les trucs. Ah oui, ce truc là, je l'avais jamais fini. Ok. Du Fonta. Ah, est-ce que j'ai... Ah mais j'ai pas pris les recettes, du coup. Je les ai récupérées, mais je les ai pas... Prenez des potes de fruits, rendre lisse, baguette... Ok, ok. Ah,
This is our current abode.
il y a Fréminet.
Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Fréminet.
Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
La voix de Fréminet, elle est trop mignonne.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Lyney, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Ah, elle est trop belle la voix de Fréminet.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets.
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and...
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but...
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine, though we don't know where the dragon went. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Après un certain temps, ok.
It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do, Lyney?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the... On the day of the performance, just ride the aquabus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Okay.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the... Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop. I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine...
No trouble at all!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Oh, no need. This'll be a walk in the park for us.
Il y a du vent, c'est trop bien. Le vent se lève. Donc faut aller voir la patronne là-bas là. Il y a encore plein de recettes. Oh, il y a des îles flottantes, il y a des madeleines de conque. Oh là là, grain de café. Trop bien. Achète tout. La musique est trop cool.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made?
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made... No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their
No.
So,
I can't say for sure, but who knows?
Hey, is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology.
But where does a big machine like that...
Well, it's a little... But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is
alimentés
powered by
par
indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
l'indemnitium. C'est une énergie produite par les procès. Ok. Indemnisation.
Well, I'm not completely sure. When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts
L'oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. Wow.
So that's what its other function is? But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs... Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy...
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds... Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cub...
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of the...
Huh? Seems business isn't so great for the workshop.
Hey, hold on.
Oh putain, Targiatel.
If Confrérie of Cabrières
Il est vivant lui. Mais pourquoi il est dans une autre tenue?
That's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So
you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to...
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now. And honest, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends, either way you look at it, it seems
pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you find interesting.
Hey, you, Northland Bank.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. What?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? Listen to me, boy. If you want Chamora...
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's sit...
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense.
C'est un peu ça,
You
ouais.
two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm unsure this...
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Oh, what's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Northland Bank?
Je martyrise mon micro, moi.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Oh.
Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
Truc bizarre.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I need...
Strange. How could...
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me.
Maybe you losing control...
That is I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me, she was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. Because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Bizarre, j'entendais des bruits chelous. Tu me chercher un verre d'eau en même temps.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale.
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you...
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should—
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment.
Official champion duelist? You mean—
Yep, in Fontaine, before a
Pardon.
criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, so really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor.
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the—
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the— Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde. Huh.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have—
Pourquoi un œil divin? Pourquoi son
I'm
œil
just
divin?
worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Le temps que ça a mis.
That sneaky guy. He said he's... Well, since we don't have... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just— Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next— hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lyney's performance soon? Lyney said that the Opera House is on Areneas, so let's go ride the Aquabus!
Par contre, je suis en train de réfléchir à ça. Mais il va durer très peu de temps le jeu d'été. Ou il y en a pas en fait. J'étais en train de me dire ça, mais va pas y en avoir en fait. Non, c'est marrant, en vrai, j'aime bien. Bah... Ça va durer 6 semaines comme d'hab. Bah en fait, je me pose la question parce que... Quand est-ce que commence la 6.0 ? Ouais, je sais pas. Tel tout le mois d'août.
Add Astra. Thank you for completing.
Après la 5.8. Ok.
Add Astra.
Bah elle commence ouais dans 15 jours, ouais. Ouais, c'est pas faux. On verra. Hein. Mais je me posais la question en fait, parce que je trouvais ça marrant que on n'ait pas vraiment d'infos. Oh putain, je savais même pas que ça était là.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Hop. Faudrait que j'aille là-haut du coup. Ouais, sinon je vais me TP là. Hein. Ah mais là il y a plein de quêtes de monde à prendre que j'ai pas pris. Quêtes de monde et tout. Je sais pas ce qu'ils vont mettre dans la 5.8. Hâte de voir. Si tu veux.
Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lyney and Lynette were looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up at—
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is
Conviveur,
healthy
bonne santé,
and-
conviveur, ouais bah oui.
I guess if there are, kid, then there's...
Maybe this is one of the customs in fun—
Vache.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette!
Lyney asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides—
I see. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the—
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were here—
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance.
Oh, right. That makes—
Qu'est-ce que je voulais faire? Je sais plus. Ah, Epiclès, putain. Pas un petit coffre derrière? Ah mais il y a un hydroculus qui est là-haut.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house.
Trop bien.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seats!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lyney! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats.
Tu penses que ça sera quoi comme jeu d'été? T'as une petite idée ou pas? Je suis jamais rentré dedans.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Tu sais comment ça? Genre ça a été dit?
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're
C'est ton travail d'habitude.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Wait, that's not it, Paimon's. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath. Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front.
Ah, ça a été leak. Ah, je regardais tout à l'heure.
A friend, you say?
Je savais pas du tout ce que
Mr.
c'est.
Lyney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oula. Je savais pas que ça avait été leak.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lyney then?
J'ai pas dû faire attention, je pense.
Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Vod.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat, and as required by proper etiquette...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Lyney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet.
I saw you all chatting just now. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in...
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while.
Une personne là-bas qui prend la pose depuis un certain temps. Oh putain.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise...
Folle.
Oh, it's Furina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw...
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention.
Pas besoin de lui accorder plus d'attention.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their...
Yay! The show is finally about to start! Oh, they're dimming the lights! The show must be starting!
Oh, tais-toi, Paimon.
Sorry. Bye, Mama.
Welcome one and all to the Opera Epiclese.
Attendez, je vais mettre le mode automatique parce que...
I am the star
Hop.
of today's show, Lyney. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now,
Wow.
some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than...
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has only just begun. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still in which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After one... Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here.
Wow! Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lyney...
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even... Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, if the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up. You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying... Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then...
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still... Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58...
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right.
54, 53, 52? Why aren't you counting, Neverlet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in
Vas-y,
here.
rajoute du
It's
bruit.
merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought... 40, 39, 38...
Mr. Lyney, are...
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the... It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the...
Even though he's saying that, Lyney doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's... 25! 24! 23!
What's wrong, Mr. Lyney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show...
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect.
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long count. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10! Almost there now. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again. 7! Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Is this part of the show? Mr. Lyney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the
Ils en ont rien à foutre de Furina.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead.
Oh,
His
merde.
name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Lyney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl... It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearance.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lyney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right! How can Lyney do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! We could even hear his voice! Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances!
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Furina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lyney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Furina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But that's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Lyney, won't you? After all, he was... Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I, but with Lyney's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed. Well, traveler, seems Lady Furina has set you in her sights. But putting her are you willing to act as Mr. Lyney's attorney and very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Lyney and his troupe are all potential. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this
Lyney!
Sorry about everything that happened.
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing—
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, good to hear. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask, I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened
Oh,
must
mon
have
Dieu.
been that which is possible. Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city. Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It was...
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette!
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, just leave it... Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first.
Oh, well...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to... 'Tis truly a pity. As a but if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind... We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic.
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation team...
Ok.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Furina mentioned. Listen, I'll be...
Huh? What?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Lyney's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking, and the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cal. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a... If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and...
But he doesn't have a motive!
Are you both good
well, you can...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trial... I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious.
Ok. Je vais me faire une crêpe, je reviens. Et voilà. Hop, j'ai juste été manger des crêpes.
I see that you're investigating. If you find any new and...
We don't have too many The thud? Oh, you mean the sound?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't... It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lyney's trick with bated breath. So no one... I'm of the opinion when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water...
Wait, wasn't the...
Perhaps the balance wasn't... Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
C'est vrai que c'était quoi ce bruit? Ah.
Whoever the murderer was, why would we...
Ah, faut parler avec tout le monde. Ah. Ah non, c'est bon.
The investigation team has...
See?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lyney and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lyney used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the...
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that... I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat. In other words, Lyney knew who would be...
That much...
But you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case.
C'est marrant le truc.
Hello there. What?
Oh, the seats were all booked in advance. Sure. It's not. Her name is Halsey. Apparently, she wasn't a regular. The Magic Troupe members all claimed. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all.
Were the...
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. It is of utmost importance.
Okay. Aha.
So this is the... The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made... Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it... So if a rope meant a... Wait!
Corde spéciale.
Lyney's still talking to the guards. I think someone will be assigned.
Oh, on peut sortir, je savais pas.
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I've been keeping an eye on you.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus,
Demoiselle's various daily needs.
Huh? Boss, Demoiselle?
Well, I am the second generation president.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to...
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss.
Okay, if you say so.
All merely trifling details. Now, that's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. Judging from the look of things...
Really? We think so too, but how did you come to...
Intuition, naturally. My Furina sure was quick to point... But that's not... Anyway, a trial begins the moment...
Sounds more like...
Well, what's your opinion? All right, I've answered your...
Wait a minute!
Well, I say it's in your opinion. Do you think it's right to treat a trial...
Well...
And why would that be? See, Silver and Maloose?
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response, no matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectation, and if that can be done, boss...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation...
Wait! Since what...
Oh,
that's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but you wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we...
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like...
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
We'll be making some preparations first.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the opera...
No, we're not leaving. Were you always guarding this end?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in, so the missing girl couldn't have left. I doubt there was...
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security. I couldn't see Lyney's performance from here, but still, I did not. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say that... All right, thank you for your help. This'll be... We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. My mom wonders how Lyney's discussion with the guards is going.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be...
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose...
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got... Sorry, I got a little carried away there. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join us?
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the method.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still...
The back? You mean the inside of the door?
Very good indeed. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what... exact...
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of the 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked...
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to it. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began...
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh!
That's how we were able to coordinate Lyney's lines with the assistant. And, by the way,
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel, and then I walk out of the other box in the audience area. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand...
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. And yet, to think that someone was able to use... Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more...
This is the scene of the crime. So Lyney and Lynette are not permitted to stay.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone.
Ok. Waouh!
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why?
Oh! Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jar and here's a broken vase!
That can't be. The trolley moves along. Oh, her clothes are here.
But right. And do you... Ugh. This is so confusing.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick.
Whatever it is.
Non mais non, j'ai déjà vu.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with...
But there are no other ways in or out. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down. Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
Ok. Retournons à la surface.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
C'est le Winter.
No wonder Furina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Lyney and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some
Charges? And then... That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both... That's right. The statements from both sides, that to put it simply, it's as if the oratrice has its own...
This also precludes any kind
Ça va
of
bien.
favorite.
Once both sides have finished speaking, then, finally, the
Huh? So that means...
In practice, there is... yes, the guards also asked me to because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding. Even if that were not so, it could prove...
I'm ready to break out at any...
Whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks...
Of course. I just hope...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. I mean, what better way to properly think through our...
Breaking out, so just kidding!
What do you mean?
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Ok. J'aurais bien faire un peu d'explo là.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking.
I have eggs, sugar, and...
Good work, you two. Then
These three are quite the... And Paimon thought it's...
Ça va et toi?
From the way you had these two guys
C'est une
carrying
bonne
all that
journée?
stuff around, but you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging...
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. Anyway, give these...
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar...
Tea is ready to be served as well. No need for concern.
Un peu chaud. Ah, bah on a la même chose en France. Hein.
All right, then.
Il fait chaud aussi. Hein.
Down to business. However, we can assume that Lyney and Lynette were the magician twins could have...
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing?
The flower vase and the thought resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the
35 degrés, ouais non, on n'a pas 35, il fait 26. En fait, vu qu'avec l'humidité, qu'on a nous en Bretagne, ça fait beaucoup plus. Il fait lourd en fait.
They are my...
What? Fun?
Please don't worry about it. At my age of...
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then other... Wait. Even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate
Zurich. Bon, 35, ça va être un bus, ça doit pas être vivable quand même. Hein.
Set up the stove again, if you would. Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons.
Exactly.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg...
Well...
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the... I don't know what we're looking for. It would be awkward if you got all...
Alright, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Ok. Attendez le procès du lendemain. Ah puis on peut même pas partir d'ici? Ah si. Si on peut partir? Non, on peut pas partir.
It's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare.
Comment ça c'est pas viable, surtout que t'as pas d'argent? Comment ça?
Review the situation.
Comment ça? Je comprends pas.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
C'est cher de fou, avec ma meuf on a pris un café et une limonade 15 francs. Ah, je sais pas ce que ça vaut les francs suisses par rapport aux euros. Je sais pas si c'est cher ou pas en fait. Je connais pas le taux de change. Le franc suisse en euros, je sais pas, c'est... Ah ouais, ok, l'euro est un peu plus cher que le franc. C'est-à-dire que là, t'as dépensé pour 15 euros, ouais, ça fait 16 euros chez nous. Ah, ça fait un peu beaucoup, hein. Ah ouais, ouais, du coup, ouais. Ça fait un peu beaucoup, non?
Thanks, Navia. Well, we'll be going then. Best of luck to you.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
Vous allez être déçus.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to
Ah, ils
help.
le sont déjà.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Ah, c'est Furina qui parle.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Lyney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain
Ah ouais,
while
tu m'étonnes.
Lynette demonstrates on stage.
Ah ouais.
All the necessary items have been prepared.
Ah, ça se comprend. C'est des Twingo pour eux.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Furina,
Do-do-do-do.
do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Lyney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact,
Je sors de la gare avec ma copine.
hardly in that tunnel at all.
Il y a une Chironne devant moi. Chironne, c'est quoi? Je suis une brêle en voiture. Hein. Si tu me dis que c'est une voiture, je suis une brêle. Hein.
What did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all?
Ah, une Bugatti, ok, ouais.
An impression of any kind?
J'ai un modérateur qui est fan de voitures, je pense qu'il aurait trouvé direct, mais pas moi.
But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely...
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen.
Ouais, ouais, 3 millions, c'est le prix d'une baguette de pain, quoi. C'est... il y a une petite rayure, il la change, il en prend une nouvelle.
Cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed.
Il a fait une montre des 4. Bah après avoir dépensé 3 millions, tu veux t'acheter quoi hein, tu peux pas t'acheter voilà hein.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Lyney, why didn't you tell us this before?
Oh, c'est des fatouilles. Ah mais oui.
Order! Order! Mr. Lyney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Furina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Ah.
Please answer my question, Mr. Lyney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
J'ai une question, je travaille ou pas? Si oui, dans quoi? Oui, je travaille en technicien informatique.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own...
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
So you would stick to Mr. Lyney's defense even after
Ouais, je bosse en
knowing what you
informatique.
do now? You certainly have more
C'est pour ça qu'hier j'ai un peu ragé lors du stream cuisine en fait, parce que je comprenais pas pourquoi est-ce que ça plantait. Il y avait aucune raison.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Après c'est vrai, on est le week-end, tu travailles pas alors qu'en Suisse il travaille dans le BTP. Dehors. Ah ouais non, moi je travaille pas le week-end. Mais là je suis en vacances. Je suis en vacances pour une petite semaine, comme ça au moins je suis tranquille.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that it's
Ouais, alors non, mais les gens qui travaillent dehors avec la température qu'il fait, je les plains totalement.
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
Je les plains vraiment.
Right.
Désolé, hein, j'ai juste quelqu'un qui me parle parce qu'il y a un petit problème à côté.
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade, but still, I'm asking you to trust me.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Non, non. Bah, enfin, je fais monter des PC et tout, mais non, je travaille pas dans ça. Non, je suis en assistance. J'assiste les gens majoritairement.
Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15
Tu cherches mon PC? Ouais, compliqué, hein. Compliqué suivant les montants. Max 3000. Alors là, je te cache pas qu'actuellement je regarde plus trop. Du coup, je saurais pas conseiller, ça dépend de ce que tu veux faire en fait.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room, which should have been impossible, of course, that voice seemed to recognize on the way back. After that...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the
because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Devenir pro Fortnite? Ok. Ça dépend du budget. Peut-être... moi je te conseille peut-être d'aller voir Zero Absolute Gaming. Ou sinon sur PC. C'est un streamer, je crois, sur PC. Ouais, sur PC, c'est un streamer. SIEUR PC. Ils font des bons trucs pour les configs. Là, c'est vrai que j'ai pas regardé depuis longtemps tout ce qui est config. Je regarde, enfin, vu que je update pas ma config à moi. Putain. On m'embête. Lâchez-moi les basques. Moi je vais essayer de partir qu'à Paris. Après maintenant faut commander un peu n'importe où. Oh, c'est compliqué hein, cet acte là.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Lyney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Furina as fact. Therefore, Lady Furina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough.
Demain c'est 14 juillet, le lendemain c'est mon anniversaire. Ah, t'es né le 15 juillet? Bon bah ça va. Tu vas pouvoir sortir avec ta copine. Hein.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the... He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed Earl. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from... At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having... So Lyney proceeded afterward. Lyney passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the odd...
La pauvre carte.
And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any of
The key to refuting Lady Furina is the order of events.
Oh l'horreur.
Seems...
Ah mais c'est pas possible. Ok d'accord.
According to Lyney, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel.
Bah ça va, c'était pas à plaindre, ça va. Ah non. Oh, je suis une brêle pour ça.
Lyney went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Oh, putain, c'est... Ah.
Lyney did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! Ace Detective, when the countdown started, Lyney did indeed go into the tunnel.
Oui, non, mais bien évidemment, je dirais pas le contraire. Hein. Je vais pas te demander combien tu gagnes dans ta vie. Hein. Ne t'inquiète pas. Ah non, je suis pas de ce style. Je suis... non. Avec Shader et Louis Vuitton. Un peu... Ouais, sympa la copine, hein.
Once he reached that area, the crime scene had already developed. Finally, he reached the surface. Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Je pourrais mac tes chaussures, comment ça?
My reasoning?
If that's the case,
Comment ça tu pourras mac des chaussures?
who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lyney only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case.
Oh.
That's right, you tell him! And, oh, well, your denial is very striking. Of course I do. You're saying that he wasn't.
Quoi? Faut que je fasse quoi?
Lyney wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lyney had already entered the basement via the vent.
Je fais une faute de rêve, excuse-moi, je voulais dire acheter des nouvelles chaussures. Ah ok, non t'inquiète. Je me suis dit mais comment ça un Mac des chaussures? Comment ça Mac des chaussures?
If it wasn't Lyney who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Could there have been a third person involved? Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. Could there have been a third person?
Ah.
Halsey is the missing.
C'est elle. Putain, c'est pas elle. Oh, fusionner Mac et chaussures. Ça peut être marrant, hein. Je pensais que ça l'aurait fait automatiquement.
That can't be right. Are you serious?
Touk touk.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did. And how he went from would-be.
Ouais, pas de souci. Oh, ce soir je serai pas là, je pense. Je couche n'importe quoi. Je coupe assez tôt les dimanches.
No one entered or. It would have been tough for both. Lyney was not in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have.
Ouais, pas de souci. Oh là là, l'horreur.
No one entered or left. The sound we heard may have come.
Je sais pas du tout ce qu'il faut que je fasse.
It would have been tough for both. It would have been tough for both people. The deceased's name is. No one entered or left. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have.
J'aime pas du tout le truc. Je suis même plus concentré sur le truc. Ok, et du coup je peux faire... c'est bon ça? Ah mais... Mais quoi? C'est quoi ce mini-jeu de merde là?
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Oh, je suis pas du tout concentré pour ça. Hein.
how it is. So this was all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems you're still far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end—
If only we— Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has— It's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
C'est de la magie! Ah.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal—
Oh no!
The deceased's name is—
The
vase was
mettre de l'eau.
not broken.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together. Lynette escaped from the water tank. If there's a similar method where a
And how could a person ever... Magic tricks are ultimately just...
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be— Guards!
We are still examining the items, but we have already made— We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluid—
The primordials—
The note's contents— The notebook has meant one of these tubes was labeled up. The notes also state that these dissolution As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact,
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
It's something so
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but...
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was just a minute, could that mean...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just...
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased— Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic. Guards, please continue. Mr. Lyney, it appears your hypothesis is—
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this—
Right! Like the metal hook! That would... Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Eau de mer primordiale.
The water from the primordial... Lynette was in the magic box on... I remember there was something... Now it seems like the hook... The rope that held the water... Lynette was in the magic box... I remember there was...
Je sais pas, il faut mettre quoi?
The deceased's name is Cowell. The deceased's name is Cowell. The water from the primordial...
Ah mais non, mais je viens de faire le truc.
The deceased's name is Cowell. Now it seems like the hook... Lynette was in the magic box. The rope that held the water tank up. I remember there was something... The water from the primordial...
would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the afterward, Cowell would enter, but he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guard. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We found.
What?
That can't be. Does this not clear, my dear citizens?
Oh, commence à me les brouter, elle, hein.
Lyney did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young, having made modifications to the props beforehand. His accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Lyney desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell now as much. Am I right, Mr. Lyney?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no. Seems
I think we've all. I believe this is indeed. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice.
Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I must ask.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good. I'll show you an amazing. What?
No offense, miss, but.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often can. Once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the Come on, Lyney and Lynette. Give it another go. But as the magic makers and stars of the
I understand.
And voila.
Wait, isn't that Halsey?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so, I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me.
That'll teach you.
Where should I begin? Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's I heard that Lyney's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy it. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. Lyney even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then he even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out. There was nowhere to run from there, though. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at this.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, I didn't. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to tell.
Oh, d'où Jésus. Oula, c'est quoi ça?
flower vase. The strange sound was...
Oh, je teste tout, hein.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon! Having been selected, her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the with no way of escaping. That she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them.
At this point, all the events...
So bravo!
Now then, Lady Furina. Please answer the question, Lady Furina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended.
What are you... No, I have no further.
Wow.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, select with some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young to cover up any evidence while committing the deed. Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which he also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to pour the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when the magic trick officially began. The box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightened. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian, thinking that the waters had not yet taken. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. And Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and... As for Lyney, he was in the underground structures within the opera. From this reconstruction... While there is much in Lyney and Lillian's conduct, that this case, at least, can be handed over to the oratories to make the final decision. As such, Lyney and Lynette.
Great work.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an How did you find the water from the primordial?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was... I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen...
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a...
We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Lyney, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, therefore you would be
Yes! Our boss discovered that the water can also be made into... We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Hubert.
So, we're just going back now? That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait. I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Lyney this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of...
That's right. Back when our parents first died to survive, I took my sister through several streets, and to my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to...
So you went from orphans to...
That was how we felt at first, too. But I gradually... He would constantly...
That doesn't seem too...
After one particular... I waited a long time after we returned. The answer he gave me was...
Oh no. But wouldn't Fontaine's law...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to... I managed to ferret out the... All I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the Knave...
So, she'd already taken care...
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had... Father, I mean, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made... The House of the Hearth welcomes you. For your interests, I was hesitant to trust, but she was also quick...
Oh, so that's how the two of...
She has gained permission from the Sarita to first use the Gnosis' power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she...
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is... Today's case has also proved everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été to us orphans.
So, from small deeds...
It's all right. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, if you should need anything at all in the future...
Bye, Lyney!
Oula.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for it?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure? And given that there's new evidence from the...
Ah, I see. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into it. Wait, shall we have a farewell?
Huh?
Well, I'd just like to... Anyway, it would just be a meet...
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then. Let's have our...
L'acte infini? Mais non. Il était long. Ah oui. Acte 1 durait... Ouais, 1 heure. Non, 2 heures. 3 heures. « 3 heures pour l'acte 1, ça va. Je m'attendais à pire. Mais il est où le... Non, pas ça. Y a pas le truc des quêtes à Fontaine? Maison des curiosités. Y a pas le truc des quêtes Bah je sais pas, c'est bizarre. Quête de zone là ou des trucs du genre. Bizarre, je sais pas où c'est. Je ne sais pas où c'est. Est-ce qu'on ferait pas des petites quêtes de zone? J'en ai quelques-unes. Il y a les quêtes d'histoire aussi, à un moment donné, il faudra que je les fasse là. En gros, je peux faire jusqu'à Yomiya. Ça, c'est les autres, ça c'est les quêtes avec les... C'est les quêtes un peu chiantes là. Je vais faire un peu d'explo. Chose que j'ai pas fait. Ça c'était pour avoir les trucs de notre cher et tendre petit Ryotesli. Ok. Ouais, un peu d'explo parce que... Voilà. Ok. Ça fait toujours du bien d'explorer un peu les zones. Pas des petits coffres. Vu que tout est caché dans le jeu. De base, je m'en sors assez bien en termes d'explo. Enfin, pas d'explo, mais j'arrive souvent à faire les bons trucs. Ah, c'est ça qu'on voyait. C'est vrai que j'ai toujours pas été là-bas au final. Ah, c'est pas assez profond. Il n'est que quand on arrive à Fontaine que la barre de... La barre pour l'eau, elle est différente. Après, je ferai pas toute la quête d'Archon en stream hein, dans tous les cas, donc je ferai ça aussi de mon côté tranquillement quoi. Parce que si je dois faire toute la quête d'Archon en stream, oh mon dieu, ça va être long. Surtout qu'il faut que je fasse aussi les quêtes à côté, les quêtes d'histoire des persos là. Un canard rouge. Ah oui, il y a toutes les mécaniques ici à comprendre, chose que je n'ai pas fait depuis longtemps. Ah purée. Ah, parce que quand on y vient ici, on voit les mécaniques sur l'instant T, mais après on les connaît plus les mécaniques. Enfin bref, je reviens. Je reviens.